are signs that you are dating a narcissistic partner, whether you're a man or a woman. Some of you don't know the effect a narcissistic partner is going to have on your life. Some of you don't even know that who you're dating is narcissistic. You just find yourself asking yourself different questions. Well, I'm here to help you out. Number one is control issue. Most times, narcissists have low self-esteem deep down in their heart that they're not ready to admit to anybody. So in a way for them to cover that low self-esteem of theirs, they want to control you. They want to be in control of your life. They want to tell you what to do and what not to do as a way of exercising power. When they exercise their power through this way, it makes them feel good deep down. It makes them feel like they are still in control and you are inferior to them. Number two, they are always demeaning others. In a narcissist book or school of thought, nobody is as better as they are, and no one is better than them. If you're a lady and you're dating a narcissistic man, he's never going to listen to your opinion because you are a girl and you're going to reason like a girl. He feels like he's a man. Whatever he says is final. Now, it is not only you he is demeaning. If he's telling you about his friends, they are bad. If he's telling you about his family members, they are bad. In his entire story, he's always the good person and he's always the one everyone is taking advantage of. That is a trait of narcissism. Number three, a narcissist is constantly always talking about himself. When you find yourself in situations with a narcissist, he's always talking about himself. Whatever the situation is, he's going to turn it around and make it about himself. He's an attention-seeking bastard. He cannot take it for 1 minute if attention leaves him. Your entire focus has to be on him. He's a baby. I mean, why are you not worshiping me if you're really my lady? I'm superior to you and you're inferior to me, so I'm your lord. Worship me. Talk about me. The same way, narcissists also want you to be singing their praise. They are boastful. They talk about their life. They talk about their achievement. They just need you to see them in that light. Moving on, a narcissist lacks empathy. There are times you tell a narcissist something about your life, something going on, and instead of them to sympathize with you, they are not going to do that. They will start talking about it like, okay, and so why are you overreacting? Why are you making it such a big deal? I mean, we're humans. We have come to live like... Who asked you? There are times you need to actually be sympathetic and empathetic. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some men who are used to being logical, and when you tell them your problem, the first thing they will do is to be logical and not empathetic. But if you tell this kind of man that, I really don't want you to be logical right now because I'm in my emotional state and I want you to reason with me, that man would understand and reason with you and be sympathetic. Even if he's going to fake it, he knows that at the moment that is what his partner needs and he needs to do it to make her feel good. Even if it doesn't make sense to him, he would do it. But a narcissist would not understand you. He doesn't care. He wants you to see his opinion. If I tell you that your emotions are rubbish, then your emotions are rubbish. Fix your emotions because I don't give a shit. I'm always right after all. This one is the most popular one, which is gaslighting. A narcissist is never wrong. If a narcissist wrongs you and you don't tell them in the moment and you tell them later, they would blame you for not telling them at the moment the thing happened. Now, if you now change it and you tell them, immediately they offend you or they hurt you, you tell them this is what you did and I don't like it. Remember, they told you to always tell them on spot, right? Now they will make it about themselves again. They would not focus on the thing they did that got you upset. They would focus on your reaction to what they did that got you upset. Now we're not talking about your feelings anymore. Now we're not talking about how my actions hurt you anymore. Now we're talking about why you reacted the way you reacted to the thing I did that made you react the way you reacted. I really hope you get it. A narcissist is not going to tell you sorry. He's going to find a way to make sure you feel bad for reacting the way you reacted. So every time you find yourself apologizing to your boyfriend after he has wronged you, you are possibly dating a narcissist. There is still a long list. I'm going to make it part 2. Let me know what else you guys want me to talk about in the comment section.
When a narcissist can no longer control you, they will then begin a smear campaign against you, assassinating your character to anybody who will listen. The goal is to isolate you, badmouth you, so then when you begin to speak up about what happened to you, nobody believes you. Anybody who believes the smear campaign without hearing your side of the story wasn't on your side to begin with. They never liked you. The narcissist smears your name because what they are afraid of is exposure. Narcissists live in paranoia. They always fear being exposed because they know that what they do is wrong. They are aware of their malicious, abusive, and manipulative tactics. Narcissists also smear your name because they are desperate to regain control. If they cannot control you, they will try to control the narrative surrounding your name and your...
The 5 warning signs that someone's a narcissist.
Number 1 would be that they're very reactive if they experience any form of feedback or criticism.
Okay.
Number 2, oppositionality. They don't like being told what to do. Number 3 is empathy. Empathy is very superficial. Narcissistic folks are great at thank you cards and thank you gifts, but they're really bad at true gratitude. The 4th, I would say, is egocentricity. It's really hard for them to not hijack a conversation, interrupt people, and constantly make it about themselves.
And what is the 5th sign?
Constantly having to put other people down to lift them up.
I have at least one person, very prominent person, that I have in my mind, in my life, and I'm like, check.
And I'll throw in a 6th sign.
I have a pit in my stomach.
Narcissistic person will always make you feel like you have to earn their love. Like you always have to put in so much work and damn near beg to be loved properly by them. They will expect you to give them the world while they give you nothing. Not only that, they are so good at manipulating every single situation that even whenever you're not wrong and you didn't do anything wrong, they're somehow, some way so good at these mind games that they're gonna make you feel like you're doing everything wrong. Narcissistic people, in relationships at least, they don't get in a relationship for love. They get into relationships to have a sense of control. They also never admit when they're wrong. They stonewall you. They ignore you for days, weeks, months on end. They purposely go silent when they're wrong, so they never have to say those 2 words, I'm sorry. That will never come out of their mouth. Never. You constantly feel like you are crazy. You know that you're not, but you feel like you're crazy every time you talk to this person because they know what they're doing to make you feel like you're always the bad guy. Narcissistic people can never make you happy because they're not happy themselves. They will never love you correctly because they don't even love themselves correctly. One thing I'm going to remind you is it is okay to be sad after letting somebody go. It's okay to be sad after making the right decision. I am so sorry if you've ever had to deal with a narcissistic person because that is not easy.